Professor Ragi, allow me to begin with you. One would have thought that there would be severe, sharp criticism that would have come at the back of what Mr. Biduri had said. It's language that we really cannot use in studios, and I hope never to use language such as that in studios. But that happened on the 21st of September. Today we stand on the 28th, and yesterday we already know that Mr. Biduri has seemingly, at least optics would suggest, rewarded with a pole post.
First of all, Biduri comment was not accepted by the BJP, and it was criticized by all sections of the society. Secondly, what he said was not actually, was not attributed to the entire community and should not be attributed to the entire community. He was responding to the provocation that was made by Mr. Danish Ali. And therefore, it can be treated as a person who is responding to an individual, to another individual at the height of the provocation created by someone. So, to say that it was, it was a communal comment, I little bit disagree. Yes, the tone and the tenor was very bad. It should not happen. It disgraced the parliament, and I think that accordingly the speaker has warned him. But I think that does it give the the Congress party or any other opposition party to make a filthy remark against the BJP? Who doesn't know what Imran Masood had said, that chop off the heads of Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of this country, elected Prime Minister of this democracy, and how he was rewarded by the Congress party? He was made the in charge of the assembly elections of Uttar Pradesh. He was given a prime position in the Congress party structure. This is not the only thing. Swami Prasad Maurya, the education minister of Bihar, spoke, language of hate against Hinduism, Sanatan Dharma, Ramcharitmanas. Who has cared to the Hindu sentiments? Did you find that the Rahul Gandhi is attributing even one of his, he is very frequent on social media, he is very active on social media, but I never found any of his comments on social media against this kind of diatribes against Hinduism or Hindu Dharma. Look at what DMK has spoken against, what DMK leader has spoken against Sanatan Dharma. Do you find that any of the opposition parties, non-BJP political formation have, spoke even a word against it? Do you think that these are not slurs? Do you think that it is not, against a particular religion? It is Gandhi's Sanatan. When Gandhi is saying that I am Sanatani Hindu and I adhere to it, the same Sanatan religion is being abused on daily basis by the political parties.
Okay, Mr. Ragi, as I'm going to bring in Tehseen Poonawalla, but I'm going to ask you two questions. You said this comment that was made by Mr. Biduri wasn't a communal slur, it wasn't against the Muslim community, and it was more personal in nature and a retort to possibly what Danish Ali said. But I want to ask you, because what was allegedly said on the floor of the House is Mr. Danish Ali, whatever that he might have said, is he a terrorist, a Muslim terrorist? Is he a circumcised one? And does Mr. Biduri know that? Is he being asked to leave with, and I don't want to use that slur, a pimp? Is that because then it's a matter of defamation if it is a personal comment?
Yeah, I said at the very outset that such kind of language, abusive language against any individual, I'm not talking about the parliamentarians. You be in parliament or you are in outside parliament. The such kind of language cannot be the language of civilized society. But at the same time, I would be saying that such things happen.
It's never happened.
Let me. The same Danish Ali, in one of the meetings, when somebody raised the Jai Sri Ram, Bharat Mata ki Jai, he was physically trying to abuse somebody.
I want to ask you, let's not shift goalposts. I'll just come back to the question.
I'm not shifting goalposts.
So I'll just come back and ask the same question. You said these things happen. I'll just finish my question. You said these things happen. When in the history of Parliament have these things happened?
No.
Then maybe my research is very poor.
My sentence was not complete. I said that when there are elements of or atmosphere of provocation, sometime we also do. I'm talking about individual. I'm not talking about you, me, or somebody else. I'm just saying that at the height of provocation, sometimes anybody can commit such kind of things. That
No, sir.
may happen.
No.
That
I
may
really
happen.
doubt. I really doubt.
That may happen.
Right.
And for that, he has
I really doubt
apologized.
that would happen, especially on the floor of the parliament. I just want to open the debate. I want to bring in Tehseen Poonawalla into the conversation as well, but I would come back and ask you, you named Imran Masood and what the Congress did in terms of fed him after the kind of language he used, not in parliament, but outside against the Prime Minister. So are we to believe that somewhere down the line that the BJP has done the same by rewarding Mr. Biduri? But I'll ask that question, sir. But Tehseen Poonawalla, the fact is, in technicality, when we look at a suspension, sir, I'll just come back to you. Let me just bring in Tehseen, he's been patient. In technicality, when we look at why should anybody be suspended from the floor of the House is when they challenge the chair, they disrespect the chair. Now, for whatever reasons that be, at the time, the chair didn't deem it as being challenged or being disobeyed too. So, in technicality, he didn't need to be suspended.
Good evening, Preeti. At the onset, a very happy Anant Chaturdashi and a very happy Eid-e-Miladun Nabi to all your viewers and to all our fellow citizens. There are two issues here that we need to speak about. One is the macro issue and one is the micro issue. So let's speak first about the micro issue before we go on to the macro issue. The particular issue about the BJP MP, Mr. Ramesh Biduri. Mr. Biduri's language is not just atrocious, but when this happened, I was on various other TV channels and I made this prediction. I've tweeted about it that Mr. Biduri would be rewarded. This is the pattern in BJP. BJP rewards hate. And look at the constituency Mr. Biduri has been chosen to go and work in for the BJP in Rajasthan elections, the constituency of Tonk, where the Muslim population is extremely high, where Mr. Biduri himself is an OBC from the Gujjar community, the same caste Sachin Pilot comes from, and we know that Tonk is Sachin Pilot's stronghold. So there is obviously an attempt at polarization by the BJP, and the BJP is a master at polarizing elections. So Biduri is rewarded. It's a pattern, not just for this. Look at Ajay Mishra Teni, his son mowed farmers down. Has he been removed as Home Minister? He's Home Minister. Look at Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. The Delhi police said he molested women at every opportunity. They gave a press conference on women empowerment. That's how the BJP model generally works. Now let's come to the macro issue, which is the only political party that benefits from hate in our country, and that is the BJP. No other political party benefits from hate. And I can give you specific examples. In the hate speech case, which is also the mob violence case, which is on my name, the Honorable Supreme Court asked for laws to be made and gave guidelines. This is the case on my name. I went to the then Home Secretary on the orders of the Honorable Supreme Court. Not only were the laws not formed, Amit Shah sir got up in Parliament and said we don't need to form any such laws. Again, who benefits from this? The fact is the BJP can only win elections by polarizing. Otherwise, the BJP can't win. Preeti, just look at a pattern from West Bengal to Kerala to Rajasthan to anywhere in the country, wherever there is Manipur, wherever there is violence, on one side of that violence is the BJP supporters. It could be anyone on the other side. It could be TMC, it could be the left, it could be Congress, it could be anyone. But there's always BJP supporters. They always are the common element. BJP's only claim to victory is violence. And therefore, what Rahul Gandhi said is something very important. He said we must not allow the BJP to distract because the BJP's growth is based on spreading violence. Nobody in their right mind would allow Ramesh Biduri to get the posting that he got. One last point. BJP has so many MPs. Why did Ramesh Biduri have to go? Why did he have to go to Tonk? The idea is to polarize. And that is where the BJP excels in.